On the evening of Monday, August 18th, lasting into the early hours of Tuesday, August 19th, the state of Illinois endured a rare, violent, and unusually prolonged storm system. For nearly 17 hours, nature unleashed relentless thunderstorms, fierce winds, and torrential rains. Wind gusts reached up to 70 miles per hour, toppling trees and ripping apart rooftops. Heavy downpours flooded streets, underpasses, overpasses, and major highways. More than 200,000 households were plunged into darkness as the power grid suffered widespread destruction. The storm not only disrupted transportation and daily life, but also left behind a long trail of devastation. Uprooted trees, crushed vehicles, damaged homes, and entire neighborhoods submerged underwater.
Oh my God, babe, that's a huge tornado. Look at it.
Well, boys, I fucking sent her a little too fucking hard. I really hope I...
Oh my gosh, look at it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
By late Saturday afternoon, the first waves of storm struck northern Illinois. Belvidere was among the hardest hit areas. Emergency crews there responded to more than 50 calls within just a few hours. Utility poles were snapped, large trees uprooted, and homes severely damaged. The community quickly descended into chaos as streets were blocked and widespread power outages spread across the area. Meteorologists identified the event as a microburst, an extremely powerful downdraft of air that produces tornado-like winds without rotation. A microburst can devastate an entire neighborhood within minutes, leaving a trail of destruction, cars crushed beneath fallen trees, roofs ripped away, and streets littered with wreckage. As the storm system moved on, another microburst struck Mount Prospect. Winds were so strong that part of the roof of an apartment building near Huntington Commons Road was torn off. Torrents of rain poured in through the exposed roof, bursting pipes and flooding hallways. Vehicles in the parking lot sustained heavy damage. Dozens of residents were forced to evacuate in the middle of the night, and the building was soon declared uninhabitable. Together, Mount Prospect and Belvidere became ground zero for the storm's most severe destruction.
It's here.
When the storm pushed into Chicago, flooding became the greatest threat. The system regenerated repeatedly behind the winds, producing waves of intense rainfall. Western and southern parts of the metro area recorded rainfall rates of 2 to 4 inches per hour, with some areas measuring up to 6 inches within half a day. The peak came between 3 o'clock and 7 o'clock a.m., when downpours overwhelmed underpasses, streets, and neighborhoods. Communities like Archer Heights and Gage Park were hit hardest, with vehicles completely submerged and residents frantically bailing water from basements, some of which filled to waist height. Social media was flooded with images of floating cars and families climbing onto rooftops for safety.
And when you look at the aftermath of yesterday's storm here across the street of my neighbor's house, I mean, it just feels so bad.
Even major arteries like the Stevenson Expressway were forced to close temporarily at Pulaski as floodwaters poured over the lanes. Traffic ground to a halt, leaving thousands stranded. Amid the chaos, more than 200,000 Illinois residents lost power. The utility company KMED worked tirelessly through the night, and by Sunday evening, roughly 90% of service was restored. Still, tens of thousands remained in the dark into Monday, especially in areas where fallen trees blocked access to repair crews. The storm also disrupted operations at O'Hare International Airport, one of the busiest airports in the United States. Hundreds of flights were delayed or canceled, while roads across the state remained blocked by floodwaters and debris. Meteorologists explained that the primary cause was an extremely hot and humid air mass that settled over Illinois on August 16th, with heat index values ranging from 100 degrees to 105 degrees. This created a highly unstable atmosphere that allowed thunderstorms to form and rapidly intensify. By nightfall, isolated storms merged into a large-scale mesoscale convective system, capable of sustaining its strength for hours. This system produced destructive straight-line winds, torrential rains, and the devastating microbursts that caused the most severe damage. This combination explains why the storm lasted so long and struck with such intensity. When the skies finally cleared, Illinois was left with scenes of devastation. Streets turned to mud. Power lines and trees lay tangled across neighborhoods. Rooftops were torn away, and vehicles left wrecked. Rescue teams, volunteers, and organizations such as the American Red Cross were immediately deployed to assist residents in Belvedere, Mount Prospect, and beyond. The National Weather Service, NWS, continued to issue warnings as another round of severe storms loomed the very next day, bringing the threat of damaging winds and flash flooding. Local authorities also cautioned residents to stay away from Lake Michigan, where hazardous waves remained in the storm's aftermath. This storm is already being called one of the most destructive weather systems to strike Illinois in recent memory. It serves as a stark reminder of the unpredictability and sheer power of nature. As recovery efforts press on, one crucial message is clear: residents must stay alert to warnings, prepare for the worst, and never underestimate sudden shifts in the sky. The road ahead will be challenging, requiring both immediate relief and long-term recovery. But the resilience and solidarity of the community remain the foundation on which Illinois will rise again after this devastating storm.
Nature doesn't send us warnings, but we can. Floods, earthquakes, wildfires, and storms are striking harder and faster than ever before. By subscribing, you are not just watching, you are joining a movement to stay alert, stay informed, and helps others to do the same. Hit the subscribe now, because the next disaster won't wait, and neither should you. Be ready and be aware.